Okay, let's get going. Okay, Wednesday, 27th of June. Now we've got continued falling in the markets. Actually, equity markets remain under big pressure. They're falling to the downside, and they're not really stopping. Although the DAX has found a little bit of support in the past hour or so, it's a really interesting move that we have seen coming with this downtrend, pretty much that you can see across equity markets really. DAX, CAC, FTSE, all have got these sort of selling pressure downtrends coming through. That was the CAC. Not so much on the FTSE, but on the S&P, well, the Dow especially, and the S&P 500. All of these markets are still under pressure. And selling into strength. So using that unwinding move as a chance to sell potentially on the DAX today. At the moment, and I say at the moment, it's 11 o'clock UK time. So what? Another 5 hours of trading, 5.5 hours of trading on the DAX. But at the moment, you could argue that's a bull hammer. But yeah, I'm still trading that as a downtrend, and you selling into strength within that. So I would say that is a possibility, because you've got this just continued negative environment surrounding trade tariffs, and not only that, you've got Merkel under pressure in Germany, you've got Italian bond yields pulling higher. That suggests the sort of Eurozone is perhaps under a little bit of strain itself, and it's all just plays into this environment of negativity around European equity markets. So it looks like that we've got this possible opportunity on the DAX that we could look out for. But generally speaking, what we have got on these markets is safe havens performing well, and that means the yen has been sort of doing all right. I've got a trade open on the Aussie yen, which I suppose you could argue is a classic signal of a safe haven trade if that is going lower. And it's sort of been drifting lower in the last few days, but not yet decided, or certainly not broken that 80.50 level. And I'm now looking at 81 figure on Aussie yen. I'll zoom in a bit. You can see that 81 figure seems to be a little bit of a level, certainly in the last few days. Below that today, but then bounced again. So if that 81 figure level gets broken on a closing basis, I think that could suggest that the bottom of the range would be tested again. But for now, it's holding, and it's looking as though that the Aussie is surviving for now. But we'll wait and see how that goes. And it could be a depiction of the fact that risk appetite actually in the last, as I said, in the last hour or so has just picked up on equity markets. So that is, I suppose, a bit of a hedge against falling. Against the DAX falling. I've got some sort of concerns about silver now. I mean, gold. Let's look at the gold chart, because I'm really worried about the fact that gold just continues to fall, and it's been a questionable sort of move on the dollar recently. Let me just show you the dollar index chart, and if I get that up, you can see that basically the way I look at gold is it's pulled around by a couple of factors really. It's pulled around by safe haven